This is a Yoga Nidra relaxation. The first thing, of course, is to make yourself comfortable. So start doing that now when I'm going through these first few little bits and pieces. And you could be lying down, you could be in a comfy chair, you could be on the floor, on a sofa, on a bed. The only thing is to make yourself as comfortable as possible in this moment for you. If you're lying, I recommend, if you're lying on your back, at least experiment with putting something like a pillow or two under your knees, as well as possibly something under your head. If you're sitting, just, get yourself really supported so that you can let yourself relax. And you may even find you fall asleep. Yoga Nidra apparently means yoga sleep. If you are asleep at the end, I will, obviously if you're asleep you won't hear me, but if you're like nearly asleep, what I'm going to suggest at the end is that you decide now whether you want to stay where you are and just, let the recording stop and you carry on relaxing, or whether you want to start to move and come round and up to sitting. What I'll do now is I'll go through the things that we're going to do, the things that I'm going to talk through. The first is this that I hope you're doing now, settling and making yourself comfortable. So supporting your body. We'll go from there to a focus on the breath. From there, we start to go through the parts of the Yoga Nidra, and of course I'll explain them all more as we come to them. The next thing is the resolve. Then there's something called the rotation of awareness. Then the opposites, which today in this recording are going to be the opposites of light and heavy. And then we'll do a path journey visualization. We come out of that and we return to the resolve. And then finally bringing the attention through the senses as a way of bringing us back to the present waking moment. So here you are. I hope you're really settled and well supported. And start noticing how the out-breath perhaps can especially help you to let go. So you feel yourself more supported with each breath. There it goes. Each breath more supported. Probably your eyes will be closing. Absolutely fine if you prefer to leave them open. How is the body supported? Even at this stage, if you then notice you don't feel quite right in your back, you need another little pillow, or you've got your glasses on and your face would be more relaxed without them, take them off to one side. Give your face a bit of a massage. Start letting go and relaxing again. Put my glasses back on. So then, using the breath to help us relax, we'll let the attention come to the breath. There are lots of different ways of bringing the attention to the breath. One thing that we can do is bring the attention to different places in the body. So we might bring the attention to the breath in the abdomen. Perhaps you can feel a rising and falling with the in and the out breath. People often find this especially relaxing. And then try the breath in the rib cage. A feeling of filling with the in-breath, of letting go with the out-breath. And then the breath in the nostrils, which we can view as a triangle from the two nostrils to the point between the eyebrow center, and back down. And then in the Yoga Nidra, we often use the eyebrow center as a place to bring our attention and rest the attention there. So next time you breathe in, you could see whether it works for you to leave the attention there at the eyebrow center while the breath continues. And if this doesn't make sense to you, then just ignore that, let that go, and come to the idea of the resolve. So a resolve is a small set of words, a short phrase that you find can support you So you might have something like this from another part of your life. I was taught that it should begin I will. That we've talked about this over the years recently, and it doesn't have to. It could be I am, something like I will be at ease, or I am at ease. I will be here now. Those kinds of very positive small phrases. And if you don't have a resolve now, but you like the idea, then you can say to yourself, I will find my resolve. Repeat it. And then let it go as we come to the next stage. And that's the rotation of awareness. So this is the part which, for me, is the heart of the Yoga Nidra and can most usefully be used by itself as well as in the center of the Yoga Nidra. So it's where we move the attention quickly round the body from place to place, letting go and moving on. And we start with the right hand thumb. So bring your attention now to your right hand thumb. Then notice, how are you doing that? Are you visualizing it? Are you moving it? Can you feel sensations inside or outside the thumb? Are you repeating the phrase right hand thumb? And as we move through the rest of the body, notice how your attention moves. You might find you always use the same senses, or you might find it varies from place to place in the body or from day to day. Another thing that might happen is your attention might fly off to other places in the body. If that happens, just notice. And when you're ready, come back and join the rotation that we're doing here. So you begin with the right hand thumb, then the first finger of the right hand, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, the palm of the right hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side, waist, hip, thigh, kneecap, back of the right knee, shin, calf, ankle, heel, sole, instep, top of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. Now the left side, starting with the left hand thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger. Palm of the left hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side, waist, hip, thigh, kneecap, back of the left knee, shin, calf, ankle, heel, sole, instep, top of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. Now be aware of the whole right arm, left arm, both arms together. The whole right leg, left leg, both legs together. Now the back of the body, beginning with the right buttock, left buttock, both buttocks. Right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, both shoulder blades. The length of the spine, the whole of the back of the neck, back of the head, top of the head, forehead. Right temple, left temple, both temples. Right eyebrow, left eyebrow, both eyebrows. Right eye, left eye, both eyes, nose, tip of the nose, right cheek, left cheek, both cheeks, right ear, left ear, both ears, upper lip, lower lip, both lips together, teeth, tongue, the inside of the mouth, chin, throat, the whole of the head and neck, right collarbone, left collarbone, both collarbones, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, the whole of the rib cage, navel, abdomen, and groin. Be aware of the whole body, the whole body, the energy, the attention, and the relaxation balanced through the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. Then we go into the opposites. As you're resting where you are, be aware of the contact of your body with your supports, whether it's the floor, your props, the chair, the cushions. And then imagine that contact getting lighter, as if your body is getting lighter, as if you could almost float, lighter with every breath. Not quite floating, but nearly resting like a feather or a dandelion clock, lighter with every breath, lighter with every breath. And then we let that go. It's very quick, the opposites. Let go of the lightness, resting naturally, and then going the other way. Heavier, heavier with every breath, as if you could sink, as if you could melt, but not quite. Heavy as gold or heavy as stone. Heavier with every breath. Heavier with every breath. And then letting go again. So you can notice how it feels to be really resting. Not light, not heavy, just you. And these are the creative parts of the Yoga Nidra, where we follow the strength of the mind to see if we can change how we feel, the strength of our imagination to see how we can change what seems to be happening. And the next is a visualization, in fact, using all the senses. And this is the path journey visualization. So you're going to choose a path to be walking along. I can't really help but close my eyes. Imagine a path and feel yourself walking along it. So it could be a place you know really well, a purely imagined place, a place you'd love to go. And you just make it however you want it to be, the weather, the surroundings, use all your senses. Walking along this path, what do you see and hear and feel and touch and smell? Maybe even taste. Walking along this path, making it as vivid as you possibly can. And then it starts to become a little more difficult. Maybe it's more uphill. Maybe the path is between trees. It's harder to find. Maybe it's walking on sand and it gets trickier to walk. Some difficulty in the walking. What else has changed? What's it like finding this slightly more difficult, challenging path? And then you emerge again to a plateau place, to an easy place. And this is a really inviting place. Maybe it's a wide view, maybe it's a view of water, maybe you're right by a lake or the ocean, maybe you're on top of a mountain. Ah, this perfect place for you to be. And then you could walk further, you could jump into the water if there's some water, you could lie down and look up at the sky. That's the perfect way to end your path journey. And then we draw ourselves back into the moment here now, lying as you've chosen, ready to move whenever you need. What can you hear? Can you hear your own breath? Some people easily hear their breath, but not everybody does. Let's all bring the attention to the breath. The rise and fall, the in and out. And then come again to the triangular breath of the nostrils that brings the attention to the eyebrow center. And return to the resolve. Or saying again, I will find my resolve if you don't have one today, but you'd like one. And then letting go of the resolve. Be aware of what you can hear. I can hear birds. I can hear cars. I can hear my breath. And then what it's like to see in this moment, although most likely your eyes are closed. Colours, changes, lights, or a steady warm darkness maybe. What are the touch sensations? What can you feel on the skin? Warmth, cold, pressures, textures. What can you feel? And next, what are the taste or the tastes in your mouth? Then finally, the smells of the room. Then just if you're deciding to stay where you are, just keep breathing gently. If you're going to move and stretch and get up, breathe more strongly to draw the smells in more strongly. And you may find that with the deeper breath, you're going into yawning, to sighing, and also that you might feel inclined to begin to stretch, to move. You might move fingers and toes first. If you're lying on the floor, you might turn over onto one side before you come up. If you're sitting, you might stretch out your knees and turn the ankles, turn the wrists. So just coming around, however's good for you. And then gradually, in your own time, if you're moving with us now, then round and up. And thank you for being here.